Hey, seventh graders, welcome back to Porch Math with Miss Chauncey. Got a little chilly, so I had to put on, after the sun went away, so I had to put on a sweatshirt. But we are going to be hitting the ground running with some more math. So get out your notebooks and write this down. Let's get going. 3x plus 4 minus 2x plus 8 equals 18 plus 20. Pause the video and write it down, please. So here's the thing, seventh graders. We want to find what we put in for x on this side of the equal sign to get it to look and equal the other side. We are trying to make each side of the equal sign equal to each other. Like a balance beam, we are trying to get each side of the equal sign equal to each other. So we are solving for x. Our goal is to solve for x. And when we are solving for x, we need to get x by itself. So we need to get x by itself, but the first thing we need to do is we need to simplify this. We can't do anything with this hot mess express we have going on over here. So let's simplify it. We have 3x, and we have a 2x, and we have a 4, and we have an 8. And look at the sign in between the parentheses. It tells you a lot about what to do. The sign in between the parentheses is subtraction. So we are subtracting. So 3x minus 2x is x. 3x minus 2x gives you 1x. 4 minus 8. Positive 4 minus a positive 8. You start at 4 on your number line, and you take away a positive 8, you get negative 4. Minus 4 equals 18 plus 20. Okay. We've done as much simplifying as we can do on this side of the equal sign. So now let's take our attention to the other side. And all we have to do is add. How beautiful. 18 plus 20. 18 plus 20? 38. Bring everything else down. Bring this side of the equal sign down. Now, this looks like something you can do. I know that you can do this. X minus 4 equals 38. To get x by itself, you need to do the opposite of subtraction. What's the opposite of subtraction? Addition! That's right. So you would add 4. What you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other side. What you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other. I'm going to say that one more time. What you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other. So if you've added 4 to this side of the equal sign, you need to add 4 to this side. So you would add 4, 38 plus 4, 42, equals x. X equals 42. Okay, let's try another one, huh? Let me erase my board here. And we have, let's do this one. Let's do negative 10.1 minus w plus 5.3. Now we need to solve for x. Or excuse me, we're solving for w, but there's no equal sign. Do you notice a little problem? So, if it's not equal to anything, you can simply add an equal sign, and you can set it equal to 0. It's not equal to anything, so you can add your equal sign and set it to 0. Okay. Because without your equal sign, it's not equal to anything. It's equal to nothing, right? And by you adding your equal sign, you still said it's equal to nothing. You haven't changed what this equation reads. Now, we see a minus w right here. Seventh graders, I'm going to give you a little tip. You always want your variable to be positive. So if you have to combine variables for some reason, you always want to try and make your variable positive, because you cannot have negative w equals. Your variable needs to be positive. So what we want to do, the first thing that you should do, if you see a minus w like this, or if you see a negative any variable, you want to get that positive. So to get that positive, we are actually going to move this variable to the other side of the equal sign, because we would have to add a w, and that would cancel, add a w, and now we would read negative 10.1 plus 5.3 equals w. Now our variable is positive, which is what we want. We want our variable positive. And now we can simply simplify this other side. So negative 10.1 plus 5.3. Negative 10.1 plus 5.3. 10.1 has a greater absolute value, so you know your answer is going to be negative, so you can subtract. So I'm subtracting right now. 8, 9, 4. I get negative 4.8 equals W. There's my work I did. Pause this video if you need to look at my work. Equals to W. Okay, let's try one more, huh? Let's try 1/2 equals Q plus 2/3. Pause this video and write it down if you need to. Not if you need to. Everyone has to write it down. Pause me and write it down. So we want to get Q by itself because we want to find out what Q is. To solve for Q, we need to get it by itself. And we have a plus 2/3. So we need to subtract 2/3. Minus 2/3. What you do to one side of the equal sign, you do to the other side of the equal sign. So 1/2 minus 2/3 equals Q. For subtraction, you need common denominators. So I'm going to quickly get common denominators here, which would be 6. I multiplied this one by 3, minus by 2, by 2, and I get 3/6 minus 4/6 equals Q. And then remember, to solve fractions, you just simply subtract and you keep your common denominator. So my expression would read 3 minus 4/6 equals Q. 7th graders, what's 3 minus 4? 3 minus 4, -1. Don't forget your sign. Don't forget your sign. You guys still haven't earned your candy yet. Don't forget your sign. 3 minus 4 is a -1. So your answer, -1/6 equals Q. You've subtracted your fraction to get Q by itself, and then you've simply subtracted fractions. Now you know why we spent so long on fractions. So important.